You don't have any redeeming qualities as a human being.
SNEAKO, what's poppin'?
It's tight as a gym.
It's tight. You think Bobby Schmurder would wear this jacket?
Bobby would wear this.
Would 6ix9ine wear this?
Hell no.
Yeah, whose brand is that?
It's quality.
Taz. Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Bankrupt them, put them out of business, deplatform them.
I'm not gonna lie. It's getting crazy on these YouTube streets.
So that's a lot.
I don't want to say too many names, but my ops are moving crazy. I don't know if you heard of him. His name is D'Angelo Wallace.
Go off.
Thought his videos were okay until he decided out of nowhere, I don't know why, like I'm not even one starting this beef. He commented on my last video and got top comment saying he belongs to the streets. I don't know you, you don't know me, and you're judging me, calling me a thought. It got me feeling a type of way, I'm not gonna lie. And I watched one of his videos, this one right here. We're gonna do a projection. How many YouTubers you see doing reaction videos on a projector? But we're gonna watch this video, Influencer 19. It's an hour and 10 minutes. I only saw like 10 minutes, I was skipping around and I was getting mad.
You don't have any redeeming qualities.
Not only at his braces and the fact that he looks like a TikTok Lil Tecca. Not even just the fact that he dresses like Ellen, just his voice, his face,
all facts, no cap on God. He don't miss for a.
No, I don't want to fight him. I don't want to hit him. Oh wait, I wouldn't want to punch this guy in the face. Look at his, I love his braces. There's no part of me that wants to do that. We don't promote violence on YouTube. We're gonna learn about influencers and COVID-19 from him, from a YouTuber. We're gonna be an educational time and we're gonna be right and nod our heads. So let's enjoy ourselves.
Got red, I got blue.
I tried to be nice. I considered making this a chill video where I just vaguely talk about the situation. Some influencers are throwing parties and that's bad because we're kind of in the middle of a pandemic, so...
Shut up with your fucking passive aggressive. I'm morally better than you because we're in the middle of a pandemic.
I don't want to name names, but you know, if you could just not endanger people, that would be great.
Doesn't that remind you of the kids in high school that were in student council? They'd be the type to like tell the teacher when you were late for morning meeting.
Imagine...
I know you sat with the teachers at lunch. It's not a judgment of you. I just know you did because I knew so many kids like you who were, I'm better than you, and I just think of no reason better than to not snitch on you.
Deep and disturbing lack of empathy.
Remember when you had to run the mile back in middle school? He was the dude, he was wearing the knit suit walking in the back. I'm not gonna run and get my suit sweaty.
Then it dawned on me. Why am I being so polite to people who can't even find enough compassion within themselves to not endanger the lives of everyone around them? I don't see a reason to. So that being said, I have a lot of names to name.
This is the dude, like, when the teacher would ask a question, he would raise his hand like, does anyone know the binomial? Yes, Miss Anderson, I do. I know the answer. Teacher would be like, hey, does anyone want to volunteer? Yes, I would volunteer. Does anyone else besides D'Angelo? Okay, you again, D'Angelo, come up. Okay, so in my homework, I wrote about...
That being said, I have a lot of names to name. Celebrities have always been just kind of bad at remembering that they're like normal people, but during quarantine, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would put them at like a solid 19 for tone deaf.
19 like COVID?
So Mrs. Kardashian West decided to flex her birthday party. I mean, having a party during a pandemic is... You see where I'm going with this. I surprised my closest inner circle with a trip where we could pretend things were normal.
I don't get why people get mad at what celebrities are posting. Just unfollow them, don't go on their page, close your laptop, turn off your phone.
She then goes on to describe her birthday party, which despite happening on an island, appears to have been drier than the Sahara Desert. Obviously, like, literally everyone hated that.
Not literally everyone hated that. The only people that hated that were dick-riding fans like you who follow them.
She was kind of getting ratioed left and right, but what I found interesting was her getting ratioed by a normal person. Losing pay, dealing with unemployment, missing government checks, new childcare responsibilities.
That girl whining right here, like, you're broke, wah, you're broke. Get your money up. Why are you complaining about how broke you are and exposing, I can't pay for my kids and I can't pay for my granddaughter? That sucks. That sucks. Why are you telling me? Let her live her life. Her life is way better than yours, apparently. Get your money up and stop bitching about it. Like, profile picture, like, you're a white lady with sunglasses. Start an OnlyFans. I don't care.
This time, they had a no social media rule. Take all the photos you want, but please do not post on social media of any kind.
That's weird. Like, you even know the invitation cards that they had at this party. You just sound mad that you weren't invited. You idolize celebrities, you're really involved in the Kardashians' life, and it's more fun to trash them on Twitter than to admit that you're a fan.
There were so many people there. The Weeknd, Doja Cat, Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber, Saweetie, Quavo, Jaden Smith.
Imagine doing that for people that weren't celebrities. Say they were just normal people, they hosted a party and they were posting pics online, and then you gathered all the evidence and tied ropes up, and he didn't wear a mask, and he showed up late, and he didn't even tell people to wear a mask, and they said no social media posts, but then they post, it's a party, you bum, you Lil Tecca Ellen looking at.
All people that I am very disappointed in and expected better from.
You're disappointed and expected more from people that you've never met. You Lil Tecca Ellen looking at.
Very clearly outlined Los Angeles guidelines that said gatherings of people from 3 or more different households should be.
All right, that should be a red flag immediately if a black guy is saying they didn't even follow Los Angeles County guidelines. You're lost. He's lost. No person of color should be reciting Los Angeles County guidelines they weren't even following.
But for some reason, Kris Jenner went on the offense. She went on some radio show that I've never heard of before and explained that they were all tested beforehand, apparently.
You know too much. You're a fan. I'm gonna skip ahead to when he gets to the influencers. That's more, I wanna see him talk about my fellow people.
Okay, now that we're here, we're gonna go down like 7 more circles to the bottom and talk about TikTok famous people. Most of these people are in their 20s. Addison Rae, Blake Gray, Lorray. What is with all these Rays? Is that like a requirement to being popular on TikTok? Too bad Billy Ray Cyrus was born in 1961 instead of 2001.
Ha ha, ha ha, cause Billy Ray.
So don't think of the actions I'm about to describe as the actions of dumb kids on TikTok. Think about it for what it really is. Unhinged adults with no capacity for empathy and no care for human life. And
What? No care for human life? Unhinged adults. This is not a Netflix documentary about some psychopathic murderers. This is just the internet. Settle down. Stop with the documentary transitions. Stop with the Vice News instrumentals in the background. It's not that serious. You're not that important. And these are just kids fucking around.
No care for human life.
At this point, like, we're almost a year into this thing. If you're still extremely afraid of dying, then just don't go outside. You're not a psychopath who doesn't care about human life because you got a fucking burger. I don't even think that he's that opinionated about this thing. I don't even think he cares that much about COVID. I just think it feels good to be on the moral high ground about something. There's a little bit of jealousy there. He wishes he was a Kardashian. He wishes he was a super famous TikTok star, but he's not. So in order to feel better than these people, you say that they don't care about human life. And now you're back up here again. You found your moral high ground. Look, they don't care about you. Come to terms with that. Celebrities don't care about you. They're doing their own thing.
The Hype House. A bunch of influencers, millions of followers among them, and not a drop of talent.
And you have talent? Because you sit up and put on a knit lesbian suit and complain for an hour? You have talent?
Yeah, that's the Hype House. This one was for the TikTok/YouTuber person, Lorray. He turned 22 and had his party at the Hype House mansion. And just so we're clear, this surprise party they threw for him, they clearly paid somebody to host this event.
Can you imagine like sitting at your laptop, like you just had a party, hired a DJ and stuff, and there's someone who wasn't invited sitting at their laptop at home, hey, invited to a DJ to a party.
So because of Lorray's follower count, a bunch of other influencers attended as well. And just so we're clear, they're all pathetic.
Pathetic, and I end every word like this. They hosted a party during a pandemic, and I have braces on.
So basically, this was so egregious that everyone got called out by Tyler Oakley of all people. Shout out Tyler Oakley, I guess. If your favorite influencers are at huge house parties during a pandemic.
It's funny that he's shouting out just the white version of him. Just another gay nerd with glasses who probably talks the same way and snitches on people.
But I am gonna just cut right to the chase.
These are the worst type of gay guys. Can we talk about that? There's a lot of like cool ass gay guy. The gay guys who be in the gym with the tank top and the mesh shirt, those guys are chill as fuck. They host great parties. They're mad fun. They know all the bitches. Yo, those gay guys are plugged up. They probably know how to dance and stuff like that. These are the gay people who don't know how to sing. They don't know how to dance. They weren't good enough to get invited to the musical theater performances. So they end up just snitching and just whining for the rest of their life. And they probably get fat by the time they're 28. It's unfortunate, really. They don't have good sex. They probably just finger each other. I doubt they even use dildos. I doubt they get freaky with it. Gay dudes really be the freakiest motherfuckers out there. The gay guy will go on Grindr and find some dick in 10 minutes. These are the type of gay guys that will just be like, oh my God, I'm not a slut. I don't go on Grindr. Put your finger up an ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, be a good gay guy if you're gonna be gay.
They are bad influences. Unfollow them.
You just don't have clout, boy.
All facts, no cap on God. He don't miss for real.
Shut up. All facts, no cap on it. You just ruined all those words that are so much fun to use. There's really 5 million people out there who fuck with this?
Deep and disturbing lack of empathy. The majority of people there are over the age of 18.
Are you the cops? Are you wearing a wire? Is there something under the braces that you're hiding? You got a camera in there? Is that why you're wearing the knit suit?
Other TikTok houses actually are getting in trouble with their city government. So Sway House is literally the exact same thing as the Hype House, but they're actually talented. Just kidding. You didn't think that was going to be true, did you?
I'm better than you. I have talent and you don't have talent. No, I'm better because they don't have talent. I just made a joke.
Bryce Hall's 21st birthday party, I think, is one of the biggest gatherings I've mentioned so far in this entire video. Some footage actually looks like a mosh pit.
It actually looks like a mosh pit. You can't be this young talking like an old cop.
This party was broken up by police officers, but not before people got photos. So I guess the government kind of realized that. So instead they just charged him criminally, which go off. Both he
go off to someone who was charged criminally. Are you black? Are you black? You can see the irony there, that a black man, go off, he's going to jail, jail's great, you fucking weirdo.
They face up to a year in jail, as well as a $2,000 fine, which, $2,000? What is with these tiny fines? Okay, let me ask you this. Why not charge a $20,000 fine so that you can actually cover the costs of the police officers?
He is a cop. He is a cop. This guy's the police.
You could cover the cost of the paperwork that you had to file in order to bring these charges up in the first place.
The cost of the paperwork? You're talking and you're worried about the cost of police paperwork. Go off.
You know, why not fine them $200,000? Why not make it so that this decision actually financially affects them, which is usually the point of fines, which are usually levied against parties or organizations that can only be affected by money because of how rich they are. Or, you know what? You don't have to listen to me. Don't fine them 20K. Don't fine them 200K. Fine them $2 million each.
That's the most hater energy you can get.
Bankrupt them. Put them out of business. Deplatform them.
Just sitting there observing, mad as hell, hoping you go down. This person you do not want in your circle. Straight up.
Actually take them out financially. I would love that.
Look at him. I would love if you went bankrupt and you died. There's some weird hater energy inside of you, dog. If you have any friends, I bet when your friends like get something accomplished, you're like, oh, that's great. Oh, you got a new job? Wow.
It's pathetic. So fun fact, I was just thinking like only we, the non-celebrities, were the ones mad about this.
Okay. Now he's trying way too hard to fit in like you're not an influencer. You have millions of subscribers and you're talking like we, the you're famous. You are an influencer. You're the same as these people in the video that you're complaining about. That's why 5 million people like it, because that hater, like, I'm jealous of influencer energy, he's tapping into that. Advice for all the people, like, if you really do want clout and if these people, celebrities, influencers make you jealous, stop hating and try to get your money up. Just because you're dancing doesn't mean there's no talent. You have to put yourself out there. You have to build your confidence. You need to work on your camera presence.
All facts, no cap on God. He don't miss for real.
And I hate on TikTok. I don't even have TikTok. To make it seem like you're better than them, nah, bro, you're jealous.
Imagine Bryce Hall is not actually famous. He's not worth anything outside of the internet, and he never will be because he has no talent. These are the criminals. They were charged criminally.
Look how happy people are. They're criminals. They can't make money anymore. I'm better. I'm talented.
Even though they're not violent criminals, it's clear that they are doing far more harm than even somebody could with a weapon.
What? They're doing more harm by going to a party than somebody with a weapon. It's weird. that these first world rich ass people are getting so tight about COVID, but you go to like any actual place in the world and people are living their lives and they're not invested. They don't really care what other people are doing. If you're really afraid, you stay inside. But if you want to continue opening your business, if you want to continue doing and living your life, people aren't judging you. The only place that this exists are weird ass rats like this online.
I'm glad that the government is cracking down on this kind of behavior. Of course, I don't think they're cracking down hard enough. Bankrupt them.
Who the fuck? Bankrupt them.
If TikTok is not going to deplatform them, do it yourself.
I just don't relate to a lot of these people. I don't get it.
It's impossible to measure the impact they're having on spreading the idea that COVID-19 isn't real among children.
They're not spreading the idea that COVID's not real. They're just not at risk, because if you're like under 30 and you get COVID, you're fine. There's not old ass people partying with the wow, TikTok. That's not happening.
So emblematic of how frivolously they treat all of this. So yes, Charli D'Amelio's parents and her friend group decided to take a trip to the Bahamas, traveling from the actual COVID capital of the world, Los Angeles, to the Bahamas, which is relatively fine. So that's a lot.
That's a lot. Like, you can't even get on a plane. There's not even, you were going with this whole COVID guidelines before. She's just getting on a plane, which is perfectly legal. And that's a lot. And people buy it.
So shady. However, that didn't stop anybody from finding out, because fans actually bumped into the D'Amelios and their friend group in the Bahamas. People started looking around at the rest of Charli's group, seeing travel photos, and they quickly pieced 2 and 2 together.
It must suck to be that famous at that level. I'm starting to kind of relate to that. Like, I'd be walking around and people are taking videos of me like, whoa, is that SNEAKO over there? And it's like, you could see the street signs in the video. Like, bro, relax. When you get that famous, everybody starts acting like the police. I know what that's like on a minor scale. People spying on me, people filming me when like they think I'm not looking. It's not a fun feeling. When you can't even feel like you could live your life without being investigated by internet cops.
That must be super freaking hard for you. Also, can paparazzi please stop giving attention to these people?
Paparazzi, stop giving attention to these people in a video that's an hour and 10 minutes of you giving attention to these people. You're doing the exact same thing. Stupid.
Go off. But outside of that, let's stop pretending like these people are cogent enough.
D'Angelo Wallace, you got me feeling some type of way, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Those glasses, this one little beep, one little boop. I challenge you. You wanna box me, bro? Let's do a 1v1 boxing match. You say I belong to the streets. Yeah, I belong to the streets. We could rock this out on the streets, or we could do it in the ring, bro. Let's box. I'll wear a mask if you want. I'll make it COVID safe.
I think grates on my nerves about all of this is the entitlement of these TikTok stars to think that their vacation is more important than the safety.
Oh my God, I hate your voice. I just don't like you. No, YouTube shit aside, I just don't like the way you talk. This is not even for my video. There's nothing that, I just don't like you. And I would let you hit me first.
But you should also be ashamed of yourself for being delusional and thinking that you somehow work hard enough to warrant a trip to the Bahamas.
That's the person that you're most ashamed about. Like, you feel a type of way about a TikToker's parents. First of all, reevaluate everything you're doing. And second, let me fight you. Let me fight you, please. There we go. Gang shit, we out here. You know what I'm saying?
I am livid, to say the least. And that is because I am inside the circle. I know why they're doing it. It's for views.
Then why are you making this video? What's your higher moral reasoning for this? If you don't care about views? That's why you put Charli D'Amelio and James Charles' ass in the thumbnail? Because you don't care about views?
They've built their entire platform off of nothing. No substance. Dumb tubers. There's a lot of people I would put under this category. The Nelk Boys and Jake Paul have to be like tied for #1.
Shout out to the Nelk Boys and Jake Paul going crazy right now. Nelk Boys running it up. How many YouTubers are getting on Air Force One with the president? Steve will do it. Hilarious. Jake Paul just knocked out Nate Robinson. Jake Paul had a more entertaining fight than Mike Tyson.
Bottom of the barrel videos to watch. Like, nobody thinks they're actually talented, funny, or interesting. Sometimes people just...
Me, I think that they're talented, funny, and Nelk Boys are extremely talented. They're extremely funny. Jake Paul, talented as fuck. Like, his hands got a lot better in 1 year. You step in the ring then. If you're so much more talented, so much more better, step in the ring with me, D'Angelo Wallace. You're more talented, right? Let's go, bro. Let's go, D'Angelo Wallace. I'll knock the braces right out your fucking teeth, bro.
Even though arrests were made, the Nelk Boys somehow just effortlessly escaped all of this and moved on to their next egregious showing. The government made a statement about it, and I have to say, The phrase knucklehead behavior.
An egregious display of knucklehead behavior.
He's so happy that they're being called knuckleheads. I guarantee you all the Knuck Boys were watching them on the news. They were laughing their asses off.
All facts, no cap on God, he don't miss for real, for real. YouTube finally took action against this, disabling monetization entirely by dropping them from the partner program itself.
He's so happy that his channel got demonetized, even though they make all their money from their merch anyway. Even though the website they're on doesn't like them, even though they have rat policemen making videos like this, the Knuck Boys are gonna continue succeeding because they just make funny videos. It's dumb, yeah, but it's dope. Dumb is funny. Dumb is dope. You have braces on.
Shortly thereafter, he was caught on a yacht party passing around this hookah. In other words, like passing around the corona.
You're literally doing FBI work right now. This dude was probably in the fucking bushes over here, like, is that a hookah?
I'm fine with Jake Paul getting COVID-19 and surviving.
Bro, he goes on and on, bro. He goes on and on and on and on.
Like, Jake Paul and the Knuck Boys are just, it's very rare that they have no positive qualities to say about somebody. You don't have any redeeming qualities as a human being if you can laugh off something that gets
you
people.
don't have any redeeming qualities as a human being. Jeez. That's a little harsh, D'Angelo Wallace. D'Angelo.
I started making this video in November, but halfway into it, I was actually informed that both of my grandparents caught COVID-19. Every single point about somebody choosing a party over the life of my grandparents, basically, it like cut through me.
Did your grandparents ever think about not hanging out with TikTokers? If your grandparents were at risk, like, why don't they just stay the fuck home? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's all sad. People are dying. It's not fun. Not fun when people die. It's not like I have no regard for human life because I got on a plane. If your grandparents are afraid of dying, they shouldn't be on the goddamn plane.
I don't know if people realize that that's traumatic in and of itself. It doesn't make me suddenly okay now that they're still here. That deep cut that my dad might not have parents anymore, I still felt it. So regardless of whether or not people are literally dropping dead from COVID-19, it is still just ravaging everyone's life. If you can't bring yourself to find enough empathy, millions of people who are indirectly affected by this, in addition to the people who are directly affected, so that you can become somebody who cares.
D'Angelo, I think you're a jealous, hating rat. Just because you have a mic and you wear a knit lesbian suit doesn't mean that you're qualified to judge people morally. You need to get off the internet, get off Twitter hashtags, get out of the Taylor Swift is over party, get off that. Let's get in the ring, take out your braces, and also make better videos. I think you're capable of making better videos. I think you're capable of using this investigative police work to something that should matter. Weave. Yeah. And that's a lot. Go off. All right, peace out. Suck it. I stream on Patreon. I got my podcast there. Secret videos. The full version of this video is available on Patreon. And they saw it a day early. Check it out.